Now, I started contemplating how we do we need a board directive to tell the general manager to say we're at this point we're not going to get into this? Do we need a board can give you some direction here? Do you want an opportunity to vote that we will not get into the project? It's going to be a strangely worded motion. It's going to be a negatively worded motion, where an aye vote is going to be actually no. Yeah. And I'm trying to figure out how we word that to make it to where it's a motion that if we vote that way with an aye vote, it's actually a negative vote. So I'm not quite sure how to word the motion, or if someone, now I guess we open it, if someone wants to make a motion of some kind, we'll accept that motion and then work with it from there, whether it's negative or positive, and then we'll deal with that motion. Is that what we're looking at, gentlemen? So I guess I'm open for a motion from somebody for something.
Your staff has requested some kind of direction,
Yeah.
so.
Dr. Moses, what we're seeking is to not move forward with the project as constituted, so we would ask for no to go forward with an RFP at this time, but we would request that you give us direction to continue to investigate those things with the idea of in 2 years looking to put in a solar project. And at that time we would look at the direct costs and the sizing and the location and those different things. I really think we need to commit to move forward and move toward installing some renewables because of the transmission savings that it gives us, for the other benefits that we get out of this. But I just don't think this project is right for us at this time.
And I suppose the proper procedure would be to make the motion and then open it for discussion.
Or break it up into two motions. One is consideration of the RFP, and then the second one is direction.
All right, let's give us that motion, develop that motion for us.
The motion would be to go forward with the RFP. I know, but that way you can say yay or nay. Or is it would be better to say not go forward with the RFP?
Not go forward, I would say.
Yeah, if you're going to give the direction not to go forward as a board,
Yeah.
if the motion we want to do is to have them not pursue the RFP with this specific power generation.
One motion, just do the, not to go forward with the RFP, but to have them continue to, as the contracts expire in the next few years, we look at continue to explore possibilities to replace that contract power with renewables.
Now just say it is so moved.
Do we understand the motion, each of us?
Yes.
Okay. I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. Now, we can open that for discussion. Does anyone have any discussion on this item?
I do. I like the idea of renewables, very much so. I like the idea of having things close by. I like the idea of having that. I'm uncomfortable with burdening us with $100 million that we co-sign. If there's any problems on it, we have to be responsible for it anywhere in those 25 years. I was reading an article on October 2nd that said that the price of the average price has declined for solar since 60% since 2011. That's 2 years, 60% drop. I'm afraid to burn ourselves with something that will continue to get less expensive over time, and our customers will be paying a higher price. And so,
And I'm uncomfortable with the size of it. I would rather see us do smaller projects that are spread over a larger area. That way we ain't relying on one deal that might go south on us.
Well, right now, we can't take 40 or 50 megawatts and put it in our system without losing a whole lot of money on the contracts we already have. So I could see it going farther down the road, and as we get closer to losing our other contracts, that way we could put a little solar at a time, rather than one big project now, when, especially we're still so far in debt. I don't want to get any farther in debt than what we are right now. It'll pay off some of this.
We also will be looking at an entirely different business plan that we've been operating on since we were originated. And it's something that we would have to really take some close look at. We've been a power broker for years and years. Now we're talking about getting into the generation business. We would be an entirely different type of company, and not that that's not possible, but we have to keep in mind that we would then have to look at an entirely different business model and different business plan. And that's going to take some time and some adjustment too. I have a motion to second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll call for the question. All in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Hearing none, the motion carries.